Myself, Dr. Abrar Ahmad, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, JN College, Dhurwa, Ranchi. In my last lecture, I have told you the homomorphism and fundamental theorem of homomorphism. And this is my last lecture in connection with the Unit 1 of Group Theory of Paper 6 for the Semester 3, that is the cyclic permutation, alternating group of permutation, and Cayley's theorem. Before I start the cyclic permutation, there are something which we should know in advance. Total number of distinct permutation of degree n. S3 set of, we take all permutation of degree 3, which have 3 factorial, that is 6 elements. So permutation of 3 elements, we can write 1 2 3, 1 3 2, 2 1 3, 2 3 1, 3 1 2, 3 2 1. So permutation of number of distinct elements I equal to 1 2 3 in the first row, of course, then second row 1 2 3, T1 1 2 3, and then in the second row 1 3 2, T2 1 2 3, in the second row 2 1 3, T3 1 2 3, in the second row 2 3 1, T4 1 2 3, in the second row 3 1 2, T5 1 2 3, in the second row 3 2 1. Identity permutation. If I is the permutation of degree n such that I replaces each element by element itself, I is called the identity permutation of degree n. For example, I equal to, we take 1 2 3 so on and so forth up to n, and in the second row also 1 2 3 so on and so forth up to n is the identity permutation of degree n. The identity permutation of degree n, the following is in the following general form. I equal to, we write I1 A1 A2 A3 up to an. In the second row also A1 A2 A3 A4 an, which leaves each symbol unchanged. Now we start cyclic permutation. Before we define cyclic permutation, let us consider the following permutation of 6 symbol. F equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 in the first row, and in the second row 5 3 1 6 2 4. Yeah, meaning thereby F1 equal to 6, F2 equal to 3, F3 equal to 1, F4 equal to 6, F5 equal to 2, F6 equal to 4. Since the interchange of columns does not change the permutation, we can write F as F in the first row, of course in the metric notation 1 5 2 3 4 6, and in the second row 5 2 3 1 6 4. So F1 equal to 5, F5 equal to 2, F2 equal to 3, F3 equal to 1, F4 equal to 6, and F6 equal to 4. Here we can say that the symbols 1 5 2 3 forms a cycle, in the sense that 1 goes to 5, 5 goes to 2, 2 goes to 3, and 3 goes to 1. Thus we can show the following definition of a cyclic permutation. We can define cyclic permutation in this way: the permutation which arrange the elements of a first row in such a way that the arrange of every element is the element following it, and the image of the last element is the first element, is called a cyclic permutation. For example, we take 1 2 3 5 4 6 in the first row, of course in the metric notation, and in the second row 2 4 1 5 3 6. Hence the symbol permutation above may be represented by the symbol 1 2 4 3, while the elements 5 and 6 left unchanged. Now we define alternative group of permutations. Let An be the set of all even permutation of degree n, then An contained in Pm and An elements half n factorial elements. The set An is called an alternating set of permutation of degree n, or of order half n factorial. Now we shall show that the set An of all even permutation of degree n forms a finite group of order half n factorial with respect to the permutation multiplication. Proof. Number 1. Closure property. The product of two even permutation is also even permutation. Hence the set An is closed with respect to multiplication of permutation as composition. Number 2. Associativity. We know that the multiplication of permutation is associative, so the associativity is defined trivial, and the proof is trivial. Now the existence of identity, if I is the identity permutation of degree n, the I is even permutation, therefore I belongs to an, so that I f equal to fi for every f belongs to n, therefore I is the identity permutation. Now existence of inverse, let f belongs to n, the f inverse is the inverse of f in the group of all permutation of degree n, then f inverse is an even permutation because f inverse f equal to f, an even permutation. Thus f belongs to n, this implies f inverse belongs to n such that f inverse f equal to f inverse. Therefore the every element of an possesses an inverses, hence an forms a group with respect to permutation multiplication. The total number of all even permutation of degree n is half n factorial. Thus, these are half n factorial elements in the set n. Therefore, an is a finite group of order half n factorial with respect to the multiplication of permutation. Hence, the theorem is easily proved. Now, we shall prove the Cayley's theorem. This is the last theorem, or this is the last which I am delivering you on presenting you. And this will finish you the unit 1 group theory for the semester 3 and the paper 6. Every finite group is isomorphic to a permutation group. Let G equal to A1, A2, so on and so forth up to An be of order n. Let A be any one of the elements of G. Since G is a group, therefore G is closed. This implies for every x belongs to G, the product Ax is also an element of G. Consider the function fa such that G to G defined by fa x equal to Ax for every x belongs to G. Now we shall show that the function fa is 1, 1. This implies let y belongs to G, then f(a)x equal to f(a)y. This implies ax equal to y. This implies x equal to y. Hence f(a) is 1, 1. Now the function is also on to because fx is any element of G, then there exists an element A inverse in X in G such that fa in bracket A inverse x equal to A in bracket A inverse x equal to A inverse in bracket equal x equal to Ex equal to x. Hence fa is 1, 1 function from G on to G. Now therefore fa is a permutation on G. Now let G dash denotes the set of all such that 1, 1 on to function defined on G corresponding to every element of G, that is G dash equal to fa such that fa A belongs to G. First we shall show that G is a group with respect to operation known as composition or product of functions. Closure property, let fb belongs to G dash where ab belongs to G. We need to show that fa and fb belongs to G. Now by the definition we have fa fb in bracket of course x, then fa in bracket fbx equal to fa in bracket bx equal to a in bracket bx equal to ab in bracket x equal to fab then bracket x for every x belongs to G. Hence from the definition of equality of two functions we have fa fb equal to fab. Since ab belongs to G, therefore fab belongs to G, and hence fa fb belongs to G dash. Thus G dash is closed with respect to the product of these two functions. Associativity, let fa fb fc belongs to G where abc belongs to G, then fa in bracket fb fc equal to fa fbec equal to fa in bracket bc equal to fab in bracket c, then fab into fc, that is fa fb in bracket fc. Thus G is associative with respect to the given operation. Existence of identity, if is the identity of G, then f is the identity of G dash, because for every fa in G dash we have f EFA equal to FEA equal to FA, and FA into FE equal to FAE equal to FA. Now the existence of inverse. If A inverse is the inverse of A in G, then FA inverse is the inverse of FA, because FA inverse into FA equal to FA inverse A equal to FE, and FA inverse equal to FAA inverse equal to FE, then G dash is a group. Now we shall show that G is isomorphic to G dash. Consider the function phi from G to G dash defined by phi A equal to FA. For every A belongs to G, we show that F is 1, 1. Let A belongs to G, then phi A equal to phi B implies FA equal to FB equal to FA AX in bracket equal to FB X in bracket for every X belongs to G. This implies AX equal to BX for every X belongs to G. This implies A equal to B. Therefore phi is 1, 1, and then phi is onto also, because let FA be any element of G dash, then A belongs to G, and we have F phi A equal to FA, that is phi is onto. Now the last thing which we have to prove, that phi preserves operation in G and G dash. Let A belongs to G, then phi AB equal to FAB by the definition of phi, then FA FB from 1, and this is equal to phi A into phi B by the definition of phi. Therefore phi preserves operation in G and G dash, hence G is isomorphic to G dash, and this proves the theorem. And this finishes your unit, and this, thank you very much, and once again thank you.